everyone, I'm Aparna Chaudhary and you are welcome here. Now that the year is ending, I could not help but make a video talking about the books that I read this year, and let's get into it. The first one is Dracula by Bram Stoker. It is one of the classics that everyone feels that they should read at least once, which is why I started it. The story follows a group of people who decided to confront a vampire because he was ruining their lives. It was written in journal, diary, letters format, and normally I'm a big fan of that, but all of it tanked here. As for the characters, Jonathan Harker, RIP, he would have loved to make a career in travel blogging. This guy is writing about everything. Scenery, his feelings about it. Weather, his feelings about it. Random things, his feelings about it. More random things. Utter nonsense. But most classic books are like that. So I don't know if it is a valid factor for me to hate on this book. But he spends half of the book acting like this God-sent guest, even when he knows that there is something wrong with this castle. There is something wrong with Dracula. Dracula is literally crawling on the walls and Jonathan is like, nah, today's not the day I will trust my eyes. And I won't even talk about Mina, Lucy, and the two doctors. There's nothing that set them apart. The males were just down bad for these two women, and if it was real life, I would have encouraged that behavior, but in the book it was pissing me off. As for the book itself, it was repetitive. The pace was really slow, at least in the first half, and I don't like leaving things in between, so I had to see it through. And I completed it, and if anything it helped me realize that I'm not a quitter, so I'll give it 2 stars. Next is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zulfa Kattao. This story follows Salma, who is a pharmacy student who was forced to do all the high-level doctor work because there is a war, and this story shows the moments of softness, friendships, fear, promises, hope, and brutality of war. There is also a romantic angle, and the intimacy between the characters was indescribable. There is a quote in the book, "Auntie, don't cry. When I go to heaven, I'll tell God everything." And then there are other words that touched me. I sobbed like a little baby. And there was one more scene, and I don't want to give it away. It scrambled my brain, and because everything I had read up to that point suddenly rearranged itself. Once it clicked, everything made sense, including the phone call. Believe me, the book left me without words. The only thing that I did not understand is why was Salma going around wearing a lab coat when doctors were being targeted. So 4 stars. Next is I Had That Same Dream Again by Yoru Sumino. It was a very easy breezy read. The story follows this little girl who keeps meeting different people and trying to figure out what happiness actually means. The writing is calm, pace is good, nothing overly dramatic, and I enjoyed reading it. Next in the line is The Book of Loss by Judith Jeremus. I'm sorry I did not look up the pronunciation of their names. But about the book, it has poetic sadness lingering in every page. The narrator, her name was not mentioned in the book, it is written in a diary format. She is written so raw, and you can feel her longing for the man she cannot fully have, and the jealousy she feels towards the woman that has the guy. She's sad, angry, obsessive. Basically, she's written in such a way that you'll think that she's a real person. The pacing is a bit slow, but I did not feel bored at any point. The setting is well written, detailed enough that you'll get the picture of everything and you'll not get bored. Plot is 10 out of 10, character is 10 out of 10, writing style 10 out of 10. Next one is The Girl in Room 105 by Chetan Bhagat. The story follows Keshav, an IITian who is not able to move on from his ex Zara, who is fair, nice, sometimes smart, later dead. He is obsessive about her. He has put her on a pedestal, that girl could do no wrong. Keshav is pathetic in general. Zara could be a nice character, a deep character, but the story reduces her to a male fantasy, at least in the beginning. and it was supposed to be a murder mystery, but the clues were just like falling on Keshav's laps. Unlikable characters, weak plot. Then comes The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Bradley. It is a bit emotional and beautifully written. It's about a girl, Ada, who gets away from her abusive household with her brother, and she experiences kindness and freedom for the first time. She has layers and she feels real. Her relationship with a motherly figure develops over time, and it's nice. The plot is simple and inspiring. Writing is good, pacing is good. 4.5 stars. After finishing that one, I picked up Small Fires by Ronnie Turner. It had the goth aspect that attracted me, but it felt very dull. Writing is very poetic, but it felt inconsistent and not sure if it was on purpose. There is too much detailing and then less detailing, and then the writer got bored of writing. The plot does not feel strong. The characters are unlikable, which is like the whole point, I think, but I like evil characters and I did not like them. The plot twist was predictable. 1.5 stars because I liked the words that were used in the book, the metaphors, and there were efforts to make it creepy. And I think I was not the perfect audience. I don't think the book is bad. I did not like it. But the book, I don't know, maybe I'll like it. Then we have 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini, I think. It follows two characters, Mariam and Leila. Mariam completely broke my heart. There is just one tragedy after another in her life. I felt sad for the women she became, like to live in that kind of marriage where you get abused, not respected, you serve others, and watch your life going by without knowing what you could do, without even seeing a little of the world. It's heartbreaking. I think she might be the saddest character I've ever read, and I just feel for her. Leila is different. I feel bad for her and I'm happy that she finds happiness, but I did not form any emotional connection with her the way I did with Mariam. Leila is an important character, her struggles are important, but what I felt for Mariam was just, it overshadowed everything. And plot-wise, the story is strong, painful, but the ending fell flat in my opinion. Then we have Murder by the Book by Amy Schumerberg. It wasn't a great mystery. You can guess the killer in first few pages, which removes all the suspense. The female main character is a bit annoying and not likable. There was a romantic angle, but it felt forced. It was nothing great. I just liked the pace. Next we have Sirena by Donna Jo Napoli. It is a short Greek mythological retelling. There is a mermaid and she wants love. She saves the life of a human sailor and they fall in love, and in the end they have to make tough decisions. The story has soft edges. It has inner conflict, longing, desire, and I enjoyed reading it. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Then the last one, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Sorry. The book talked about the author. It talked about her childhood, work, relationships, friendships, living with friends, living alone, therapy, life sessions, recipes, never-ending topic of parties and dates. And I especially liked the Nothing Will Change chapter, and I liked reading about Florence. I love her, love her, and I learned a little about the Western culture, and it's very like, what do you mean the attendees have to pay for their share in a bachelorette party? And there were some emails too. It was a cultural shock for me. I learned something new and I liked the book. It was a 4 out of 5 for me. With this, we come to an end. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and listening to my book opinions, and I would love to hear your opinions. If you have any book recommendations for me, comment down below or just compliment me. Alright, bye.